Hello, welcome to the Critically Clueless. This is a review for Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. This game features a mix of thrilling action, battling endless waves of enemies single-handed, and of course empire building as you help lead or assist your kingdom to domination. An exciting castle sieges, strengthening relationships, or of course county politics, earning promotions, equipment, and of course resources. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires has been developed by Omega Force and published by Koei Techno, who actually sent me a key for this game, so a big thank you for you. This game can currently be found on the Switch, the PlayStation, the Xbox, and it will set you back around $39.99 or £99 depending on what platform you're buying it, how you're buying it, whether you're buying digital or of course that disc copy. This is an incredibly expensive game, but it is a AAA rated game, so that is kind of what you expect these days. Now, I've heard many people describe Dynasty Warriors 9 as a 1,000 versus 1 type of game, and it lives up to that shout as well. One person can literally take on 1,000 units in just a massive, mad hack and slash dash. I actually really enjoy this style of play. I don't think I've ever actually played a Dynasty Warriors before. This is my first one. My understanding is that Empires is kind of the main segment of this franchise, and Empires has really done a good job on building on what Dynasty Warriors 9 had in place originally. Now, when you start this game, you will basically load in and start as a low level guy just going around the map. You can of course recruit extra officers to join you and slowly start creating your own kingdom, or of course pledge your service to another kingdom and help them build up their kingdom. Now, this does kind of have a turn base to it. Every month you will be able to do one task within the game. Whatever it is, you can gather resources, try and hire a different officer, build relations with the other members within your kingdom, which is very important. Or of course, you could go on a pillaging raid, getting resources for your kingdom. And typically every action that you perform will progress your game 1 month on. I'm a little bit disappointed that you can only do one thing per month, but that's the way the game is currently. And then of course you can move around the map, performing different actions, and of course taking part in massive battles. But after these battles take place, you are brought back to the very familiar screen where you will spend a lot of your time just going about kind of developing yourself, your character, performing different actions which will shape your character, earning you different titles and different kind of respect along the way. So if you go on a pillaging raid and you do a lot of pillaging, well, your evil trait is going to go up quite a bit. But if you perform a few different actions, then you will get other traits that will buff them. I kind of liked the whole getting yourself different titles and equipment, and all of these titles and equipment and gear can boost you on the field of battle. And on the field of battle is where this game really comes to life. There is a lot of things to do, a lot of different siege mechanics to kind of take over and attack. You're always given instructions on what it is you should or should not be doing, who needs helping on the battlefield. And it is nice and structured like that, and I do appreciate that. I do appreciate a little bit of direction, especially coming from someone who's never played these games before. However, as much as I like these sieges and these massive sprawling battles, I do feel that perhaps it's rushed a little bit too much, and that's a little bit unfortunate, because I didn't really have enough time to kind of appreciate the battlefield and these awesome castles that I would be entering. Because very quickly it would be destroy this siege weapon here, go help this person here, clear A, clear B, and then boom, all of a sudden you're pretty much one and done, killing 1,000 enemies plus sometimes. But unfortunately, in places the combat is a little bit too easy. I do feel that killing 1,000 enemies on your own is a little bit over the top, but I did have an awful lot of fun doing it. Every now and again, you are treated with a pretty nice cutscene as well. Unfortunately, the cutscene is not dubbed in English, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. However, there are a lot of English subtitles that allow you to kind of understand and know what's happening within the story.
私は無益な殺生は好まない。その分、預けてみないか。
何？刃を交えた俺をも使う気か。どこまでずぶといやつだ。
Personally, I really enjoyed the cutscenes. I welcome them. I think they looked absolutely stunning, so it's quite nice to kind of see the animation that whichever one it would bring up. I like the fact that you could swear like a blood oath to people that you developed a relationship with enough. You can also get married in this game, which is quite nice too. And I was very surprised at just how much you could customize your own character. And if you don't want to customize your character, as you see on the screen, you can actually pick from quite an extensive list of pre-built characters that you can take hold of and kind of go into the campaign mode as. And it really made me feel that my campaign was unique to me because there was just a huge extensive list of pre-built characters. If, of course, like me, you didn't take the time to make your own character. However, spending some time in character customization as well, I realized that is very, very extensive. And I quite like that. A little bit bizarrely, this game is actually open world as well. It's classed as open world. I've had a little look, so you can actually free roam quite a lot of the world. And some of the little areas you can go into are really well done and detailed. However, you don't actually need to at all use the open world feature. Found that a little bit strange. Hopefully, maybe this game gets a DLC, maybe it gets a few tweaks to kind of get that into the game a bit and kind of give you an incentive to actually want to traverse the world and see what this game actually has to offer. Control-wise, I felt this game was a little bit clunky in places. That could be because I've never played a Dynasty Warriors game before, so it took me a little second to kind of figure out the buttons and what it was I was actually doing. I would strongly recommend taking the tutorial. The tutorial in this game actually does a pretty good job of showing you exactly what it is you should be doing. Not every game has that, but this one actually does a good job of showing you what to do, which I quite liked as well. Like I said, not necessarily user-friendly if you've never played one before, but that tutorial mode is there to help. All in all, I'm going to give this game a massive 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed my time in Dynasty Warriors. I'm going to keep playing it as well, keep putting it on the channel. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And of course, subscribe to the channel. If you've made it all the way to the end of the review, a big thank you to you. Don't forget to comment red bananas down below, just to confuse all those new to the channel. And as I said, I'm going to put more of this on my channel. I'm very much so looking forward to starting a brand new campaign. I made a few mistakes in my first campaign. I was a little bit mean in places that maybe I shouldn't have been, and I love the fact that my choices have an impact in my world and in my gameplay. So because of that, it makes me want to play again and again, and hopefully I find some interesting things to share with you guys as well. And for all those that don't know, I do actually have an active and growing Discord, so if you fancy jumping in there talking about either Dynasty Warriors or any other game of your choice, then don't forget to hit that link, which will be down in the description. But I've been a Monk, and we've been a Critically Clueless, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, happy gaming.